up, everyone? This is your boy Money Mark out here coming at you with another edition of the Logical Crazy Talk podcast. As we do it every week, I'm here with two other gentlemen, less highly favored, I guess. Yeah, I don't have anything else positive to say about you guys. Gentlemen, every week we got Lifestyle Flashers.
Hey, I don't have the sound effect tonight because I don't feel like doing it.
That's great. Way to give your all for the audience. And of course, we have just Tim.
Yo, what's going on, fellas?
Everything good, man. Everything good, man. How's y'all Robin? How's y'all Robin Hoods doing?
Shoot, man. I'm attached to that thing. It depends on what we're talking about. We talking stock or that good old crypto. Yeah, the stock side is doing very well.
I know I want to smack Elon. I realized Saturday night showed me that Elon playing fucking games. Yeah, he playing games, and I don't like it. I don't like games.
You know what this really showed people?
What?
Don't invest because your next door neighbor invests until you need to get in that Dodgecoin. It's going to the moon. That's what happened. 100% of people are like, let me.
All right. Before you do all that, let me just get into it. All right, guys. So obviously tonight we're gonna be talking about all types of cryptocurrency. Well, really, honestly, we're just gonna be talking about Dogecoin. So Saturday night, I guess Elon Musk decided to go on SNL and act a damn fool and fuck up a whole bunch. Honestly, the damage wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I honestly thought he was gonna Now I text you guys on Friday, right? And I was like, no, it was Thursday. No, it was Wednesday. I said, hey, I think if you have some, sell before Friday. I jumped in when it was like a cent, so I have a lot of shares for like nothing. You know what I mean? It doesn't affect me. I'm a hold. Like I bought my stuff mad cheap, like mad cheap. So I'm a hold. But I was like, I knew that Tim had jumped in. When did you jump in, Tim?
11 cents.
11 cents. And I figured you put down more than I put down. So I was just like, hey, yo, you probably should sell before Friday because I have a feeling some shenanigans going to happen. So I knew that the shenanigans were going to happen. But it didn't dip as hard as I thought it was going to dip, honestly, because, that's why I haven't bought back in because I was just like, it's still at 55. Like, I thought I was going to get at least 20. You know what I'm saying? To 10. You know what I'm saying? Man. Toss some more in there.
Shoot.
Huh? Yeah, there are more people in that market, right? You got to think about how many people are there, right? There are more people that are like, I can't move because I lost so much money, and there's a chance, and they're hoping on that chance that it goes back up. So there's no way it could drop back down to like 10, 20 cents unless that company or Dogecoin, unless that is going to just completely eliminate itself and disappear. It won't ever go back down to that low again. It'll stay around the 30, 50 cent mark. And this is
You don't think it's going to jump back up higher?
Too many people are invested in it right now.
I think it's going to go up.
I think it's going to jump back up to like
it'll jump. It does its jump. I don't know about jumping up to $1. It might take some time, like years. But
I see it jumping in like 3 weeks.
No.
3 weeks.
There has to be a catalyst.
3 weeks.
Even these big catalysts like that are happening are only like moving at 30, 40 cents. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I see that because even with my man,
huge catalyst coming behind it, and I don't see it right now because of Eli's like whatever he just did on SNL really just kind of screwed everything up.
Well, he didn't really do much. So a lot of the pings happen at different times. I think the articles that are out there are being a little disingenuous. They're saying that the spike happened because he called it. So there's a sketch where first of all, this is what I'm gonna lead with. The biggest disappointment, the biggest aggravation about this weekend was I had to watch SNL. I need to figure out why is that still a thing. That show is terrible. Terrible. I was just sitting there like, this is, and then, I don't have NBC, so I'm watching it off of YouTube or some other shit. So I'm hearing like the poor audio and I'm listening to these sketches and I'm like, this shit is not funny.
Oh, you're really invested, Mark, huh? It's like, shit,
well, no, I just wanted, because what I wanted to know, I wanted to see like what he was going to do. So this, for me, Dogecoin for me was this. So I got finessed at first. I think it was at 8 cents. And, you know, it was right after the Wall Street bet guys were like, yeah, and everyone was going to the moon. And it was like, I guess there was the Dogecoin guys that were on Stoshi bets, which is like another forum on Reddit. And everyone was talking about Dogecoin. So I jumped in on Dogecoin. And then that shit dropped down to like a penny. And I was like, oh, I lost everything. Right. And I was like, well, you know what? Listen, I'm probably, you know, I lost on that. I lost on the Kia and I lost on all the little hype stocks. I think AMC. I lost on all three of those. I was like, look, I somehow did some finagling and I was able to make my money back from my losses from AMC, you know, Kia. But the Doge, I was like, well, look, it's $20. Like, I'm just gonna leave it here. Like, what happens? I don't care. Like, if it goes to zero, it's like I just lost $20. It's like the same. Not a big deal. But the shit shot up. And there was always, and I always had this thought in my thought process of when I was looking at what Elon was doing and I was doing research and finding out why, you know, finding out how crypto essentially was working and understanding that, you know, Elon at one point in time was trying to essentially take over Doge and the creators didn't want to. So for me, I started thinking like, okay, maybe this is just like a power play. Maybe we're witnessing maybe a form of a takeover of some sorts. Maybe we're, you know, I was trying to figure out what the bigger play behind everything was. Because in my thought process, I was like, this is not just like some tool millionaire just playing with us, is it? Because I don't think it's that simple. Usually there has to be some sort of, usually there has to be some sort of game. These dudes have like, they don't have time. So if they're playing these type of games, to make money. So I was just trying to figure out which way like what the money was. So, you know, I'm researching, I'm doing these articles. So I was like, well, shit, let me just watch the Saturday Night Live thing just to see what he does. I just wanted to see what he actually did. I had a theory that he was going to short it. And I had a theory the short, or him just going to say something negative about it.
Well, so I don't think he's short that crypto.
What is that?
I don't think he can short it. But go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess yes, in theory, yes, you cannot. Well, not in theory, you can't short crypto, but because it's not based off of valuations, essentially. But it's more so based on scarcity. But Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency that has swayed merely off tweets and off things Elon says. So I was sitting here thinking he's going to say something negative about it, which in turn would cause people to sell, which in turn cause the price to go down, essentially. I thought maybe that was just a ploy. Maybe he was trying to do some sort of, like, you know, trying to gangster. I thought he was honestly trying to gangster the coin away from those guys. And my thought process was, okay, I just want to see if it hits a certain price point, I'm going to buy some more, and then we'll see. Yeah. But I mean, that is why I watched it.
Did you buy more?
No.
If you buy some, it'd be the time to buy.
Right now, 55 cents?
Well, when it would drop all the way down to like whatever that
40.
40. It dropped down to 45. And then
it dropped down like 41.
Yeah, but for some reason, my dumb ass confused it. I confused it for stocks. In pre-production,
Oh, yeah.
Tim was like, well, yeah, you can buy it on before Monday because it's not a stock. I was like, oh yeah, it's yeah. No, I didn't. I missed that. I missed the boat.
Oh. Okay. Well.
So yeah, lesson learned.
Lesson learned, I guess. I just, you know, I don't know. Like I said, go ahead.
This past year, I've learned a lot about stocks. Granted, it's like an intro, like a 101 class to stocks. Like, it's no real lesson to take away because like most of these have been like sprints. and unlogical.
Land grabs.
But which makes it fun, you know, in a way. Like which one is next? Like where are we gonna jump to? And it's just like completely fucking with everybody that's really invested in stocks and, you know, that methodology. So that part's fun to me because like from that logical stance of stocks are supposed to be an investment that you wait for and all that. And this is completely opposite. Like,
yeah, I know.
Roll the dice and like, let's go.
Woo, baby. Go.
I think everyone is looking for that unicorn, and it's like they see the post. They're like, if you would have invested $10,000 in Dogecoin, you would have made 10 million. And people are like, I should have done it. And it's like logically that doesn't make
but
any
that's
sense.
not everybody.
It fucks me up.
But that's not everybody.
A lot. Listen, Mark. When you say that's not everybody, it's a good number of people that looked at that and said, I wish I could have invested $5,000. If I had a hood friend that had drug money.
If you don't shut up.
For real though. Like I know when I seen it, because they did the if you had invested $1,000 a year ago in these companies, and they showed like Tesla, Google, Apple, Dodgecoin. Dodgecoin was like it was $250,000. And I was just like,
no, all the rest of people's lives like that. Said, Tim, kind of makes somewhat sense. Like at least you can kind of evaluate those companies and say they have a good track record, and you can go backwards and say every year they're reaching their quarter marks, and these are the things I'm looking for in a company.
True. Well, not all of them. I mean, like Tesla had like a crazy year. Like they boost like Tesla has a
vision. That's when I bought Tesla, it wasn't about the company, it was about Eli and what he was going to do. And I felt like he was new and it was fresh, and it was like he was actually getting things done. It wasn't like these are the things I think I'm going to do. He was like, I want to send something into space, and it was like happening within the year. And you're like, oh shit, this guy's really doing shit. So that's what I invested.
Let me interject though. Let me interject for a second. So I understand that, but I think that there's a group of individuals who the hype, you know, first of all, you know, we're in this whole hype economy, right? So there's a group of individuals who are just jazzed off the hype economy, right? And it's like, oh, this is the new thing? All right, cool. And then there's a group of individuals who think they're going to quick flip, like they're going to do some sort of quick flip. Like I think the Susu guys decided to like, oh man, we're doing stocks now. So now everyone's doing stocks, right? Everyone's trading on Robinhood, right? So there's those fellas. Man. Right? There's those folks. Because I get a new 10X person sending me a friend request on Facebook every 4 or 3 days. I don't know what.
The fuck's a 10X person?
Like it's like a person, like so I get a random friend request and you go on their profile and it's like in rows, like prayer warrior, honest family, trader, 10X. And it's like, oh, okay. Nope. Delete.
Interesting.
Yeah, I get one of those every time. I'll send you a screenshot so you can see what I'm talking about. I get those all the time.
Don't put that on my shit.
Nah, you gonna get it, bro. You gonna get it, bro. It's happening to everybody. It just hasn't happened. It's okay. You'll get yours. Don't worry about it. Anyway,
I look at my profile. Does it look like I need your help, nigga?
So there's that going on, right? And then there is a group of individuals who realize that there is going to be, or they assume, or they think that there is going to be a change in economy when it comes down to currency and how we actually trade and so on and so forth. If you look at some of these other countries in regards to just exchange rates and so on and so forth, some of these other countries are already using cryptocurrency. It just depends what they're using. So I think there's a group of individuals who understand that cryptocurrency is going to be a thing. Issue with cryptocurrency is that there's so many different mining methods, there's so many different companies, and it's like trying to figure out which one is going to be the one, right? And when you have someone like Elon Musk, who has, like you just said, such good credibility, right? He's setting rockets, he's making flamethrowers that you can just buy. Like you can just buy a flamethrower, right?
Still salty about that. Should have just bought one.
Because I blew someone the fuck up.
No, I would have used it to clear the driveway. I mean, we still haven't found a solution for
barbecue
snow.
steaks.
I'm
Who
just
the
saying.
fuck knows?
But whatever.
Like that goddamn girl, Tim. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Every party.
And then,
New party
and
trick.
then make it, deciding to make subterranean tunnels and all types of other stuff. And then, like, let's be real, the Tesla car is a pretty cool car. But he's doing all these things, so he has all this unlimited credibility. And he's like over here to the moon and the Doge father. He's saying all this cool stuff.
I think he did that because I think he also has like this fascination with the common, regular, everyday guy to become wealthy in a new sense. And I think he does a lot of that to push that hey, this could be something. So here I'm throwing attention at this situation. He's not saying this is it. He's saying cryptocurrency is the next thing. And you guys really should probably pay attention. So he does it in these shenanigan, funny.
But why is it always Dogecoin?
I mean, that's the one he picked. He picked it. It could have been anything, but he chose that one. He thought it was fun. That was cool. He said, cool.
So what the hell is this Tesla safe shit that I'm seeing? What is this Tesla safe stuff?
I think it's called Safe Moon, right?
No, the Safe Moon, and then there's like Tesla Safe, and then there's like Safe Tesla or something like that.
No, I thought those all the same.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
No,
it was the same.
Safe Moon is different. Safe Moon is definitely different. But apparently, and I think this might be some. I think this might be some
Tesla Safe.
Yeah, apparently, like Tesla Safe is like you clicking on it, Tim. They're trying to make it seem like he's trying to create his own crypto.
It didn't make more sense to me for him to do that. If he wanted to buy someone else's and they told him no, okay, fine, I'll make my own.
But then it begs the question of why did he invest 1.5 million in Bitcoin if he was gonna make his own?
Bitcoin. Here's my theory with crypto. I feel like crypto is going to be just like regular currency, like how we have the US, we have the yen, we have each country has their own currency, right? It's going to be the same thing with crypto, but like whatever your preference is. Like if we like fucking sports and whatever, there's going to be a certain crypto for a certain genre of people. And if that's what you're doing, that's your lane. That's what you're going to be in. And you can trade it out. If let's say you want to venture out to art or some shit like that, you can venture out and trade your whatever you got out for whatever they got to get whatever you need. But I think everyone's going to have their lane and it's going to be the same exact thing. There's not going to be one crypto end all be all.
But in a sense, it should be because like, it doesn't have that same like principle of like actual currency of like what drives the dollar for a specific region or country, like the euro dollar versus the US dollar is a sense of macroeconomics and like what's being traded. In the digital world, it's just
but they'll be the
zeros
same,
and ones. So I mean, it's not
but
like
I feel like they'll be the same thing. They'll structure it the same way. You know what I mean? Like
But
I know what you mean.
I thought it's based off scarcity. I thought that model that's driving the value for is scarcity. Because I mean, like obviously we know with Bitcoin, the reason why Bitcoin is so much is because it takes so much to mine it, and then it's a controlled coin. Like there's only so many Bitcoin.
I think it was one of the first. I think it was the first. And that's what made it. Because
it was. It's not about the like the resources that
yeah.
takes it to make it. It's for sure. Chris is right about the Bitcoin. Like that was the first one out there. Like cities have invested in using that as a resource of currency and basically raising their valuation by implementing it into our lives. But
and investors, people that have like actual money, it's like the Gucci purse of crypto. It's like the more luxury brand. Like only certain people can have this one because it's so much now. You know what I mean? It's like we're all running at these little tiny cent ones because we want to be Bitcoin. So they're who we're running and chasing after. So they'll always be number one because that's what everyone's trying to get to.
It's interesting. I don't think there will always be number one though because of their like power situation that they have to figure out.
Yeah, that model is not feasible for it to last.
But I mean, just imagine.
I get what you're saying.
They'll adjust once someone smaller can figure out how to mine something at a reasonable, like not even like a reasonable price or whatever they're mining it as. Like Bitcoin can just adjust. I don't think it's super
But
hard to adjust these things.
it'll be too late.
Mm.
Like at that point, it'll be like, why not just jump on this digital coin or this cryptocurrency versus
The
that
way,
one? Because this
yeah, the way
one's
the trading
going
is
to be
going.
the general.
Well,
Like after we have that one lane of like this coin is the popular coin, the the all telling future coin.
Mhm.
That's just going to be that, because there's no point of like exchanging this coin for that coin in a sense of
It
it
might be
doesn't mean
though.
anything. But I mean,
Because
like
you
all
look at
people have. Go ahead.
Gary V, and he's doing what he's doing with his crypto, or he has like the NFT stuff, right? So there's only his platform is going to accept one
I mean,
thing.
his doodles.
He could really create his own crypto for that world, right?
Right.
And so that's how I see like everyone's going to become one of those things where it's like everyone has their own crypto to do one thing. So it's like everyone's going to have to trade in order to figure out how to get what they want in this crypto world at the beginning,
True.
until someone can
But
figure it out.
even with that, right? All you're dealing with is exchanging numbers. So
Right.
like you're taking this general coin and exchanging it to meet the, I don't know, the value of your specific coin. It's really no difference than just saying whatever the exchange rate, I can directly buy your product with. Like it's just semantics at that point. Like I want you to say you have my coin to only buy this. So then there's that. And maybe pushing like a transfer fee would be people's reason for getting that. But I mean, other than that, it wouldn't be an issue, because then it's like a Visa thing of like, if this one's doing all these transactions that cost less or whatever, why wouldn't you just directly
Stick it to
integrate
one
with
thing.
the yeah.
But do you guys think honestly that's what is happening, or do you guys think that people are trying to create these coins in order to garner some sort of variation of hype or valuation behind it, and then make money that way?
No,
Because essentially, if you look at Dogecoin, essentially it's like it was a meme. It was just a meme, and a couple tweets, and now it's up to it's sitting at 50 cents, and there's enough people in it that it's probably gonna it probably gonna save between 30 to 50 cents. So it's like I don't know, like I mean I understand what you're saying, Tim. I just kind of think that I think some of these cats are trying to are trying to make money. They're trying to be the next, because I mean, like I said, Gary Vee has such a large following. Jim Jones has such a large following, right? So if I can get my core following that listens to whatever I say, and I go, hey, I got the V coin, and we're gonna make it, we're gonna be whatever. I come with my exclusive NFTs, and you're gonna buy it or whatever. And we're gonna create these transactions, and we're gonna do it X, and then if we could raise it to, I don't know, whatever sense, that's money that individuals made from essentially creating their bullshit coins. And I think a lot of these people are trying to. I say specifically, Jim Jones is like a specific. It's like the capo coin. What is the purpose of that? Like what's happening here?
Well,
what are you doing with that?
I think like with all, I think cryptocurrency, at least to me, like stands for like the decentralization of banks and all of that. So I mean, every cryptocurrency after that kind of has to stand for that, because that's kind of what it was like based upon. So I think that vision is just like the generalized vision for cryptocurrency in general. But like for these people with those followings, like after you invest in that world, like you are kind of stuck in that world, right? Like you've invested in this what's Jim Jones Capo coin.
Capo.
So Capcom. Yeah.
Capcom.
So if you invest in his coin, like, so you have both of these, right? Somebody with this you're following somebody with their coin, and you're following this general coin that may become, the generalized cryptocurrency. You're gonna invest in this one,
or it becomes
and subject your but I mean, you're limiting yourself to just this one versus one that can be used in all transactions, any purpose, whatever. So I don't see the the benefit of investing in like a personal cryptocurrency versus a general one. It's like investing in a personal bank versus like Visa or something. Or
And I agree with you 100%. I think people are throwing shit at the wall and trying to see what sticks. I truly believe that this cryptocurrency and NFT surge has created such a frenzy that people are just like, we're just gonna create shit. Hopefully something will happen. I think that's what a lot of these guys are doing. Because like, listen to Jim Jones talk about it. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, I understand that he's
a good rapper.
But no, I don't even want to do that. I don't even want to do that to Jim Jones.
Shut up and rap.
No, I don't want to do that to Jim Jones. Like, he seems like he understands somewhat of it, but it's kind of like he's looking at it. You can tell who's looking at it like a hustle and who's actually looking and trying to create something that could be used by multiples of people for a long period of time. Gary Vee is just trying to capitalize on. I mean, the motherfucker's making
that nigga's hustling.
That motherfucker's making doodles. He's making doodles, and he's selling doodles. He's like, oh yeah, these images mean something.
V coins,
dude. I think you said that to me. I watched it and I was like, what is going on here? Like, what in the world is going on here?
20,000 Bitcoin. How much is his coin worth?
Dude, I don't care. We're not gonna I don't care.
He only has 96,000 or some shit like that. It's like only 96,000 V coins available. So he's trying to like made it. He's done like the principles of selling. This guy, he's like, there's only so many coins, and if you buy now, right now, you too will be a V millionaire.
Proud owner.
Right. And what is that? Like, if you're a V millionaire, what is that? Like a pack of gum? Like,
right.
If you're a V millionaire, you get a drawing of a Lamborghini. Drawing.
It just leaves me back, man.
Dude, that's the fucked up part. Like, this nigga literally like told this 3-year-old kid, yo, just draw whatever you want. I got it.
Seriously. And he's literally like, oh, these images mean something to me. And he's coming up with these like fake meanings behind these images. And it's like, bro, really? And so I think what we're seeing in the crypto market is this, right? It's kind of like when I found out about NFTs, right? And I realized what was going on, which I found out about NFTs because I was watching The Breakfast Club and Jim Jones was talking about his NFTs, what he was doing, and he was talking about the Capo coin. That's the Capo coin. What the hell is that? But then he was speaking of NFTs, and I realized, oh, people are just doing shit now and getting paid for it. So I did the mad dash, and I called you guys. I was like, money's being made. We have to figure out a way to make money. And
I looked at that and I was like, what the fuck are you talking? Shut up.
There's so much money being made. And if we can just jump in here and do something, we might get some money. We just got to do something. And I think that's what a lot of people are doing in this space. I think you're getting a lot of these pseudo companies that are just like, oh, this is the new, dude, there's a new coin in one of these Reddit groups every month. Like now the Tesla safe is like the thing. Before it was like Safe Moon. I remember I sent you that one coin that's supposed to be like, they're saying that their mining process is like eco-friendly and that's how they're going to be the future coin, which I ain't gonna lie, I kind of thought about. I have a rule. I'm not investing in a coin unless it makes it to a marketplace that I use. And I use Robinhood and they pretty much let everybody in. So if you don't make it to Robinhood, I'm not going to give you any of my money. If Robinhood's not going to pick you up, if it's too shifty for Robinhood, I'm going to look at you a little weird. If I have to go to your like site and then you take me to another site and then I got to like create a wallet and then you're asking me to do too much. I'm not doing it. I don't care if it's 1,000x. Yeah, 1,000x because it was like 0.00001 cent. Like that's right. Now it's like 0.005 cents. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But the hype behind it is everyone's trying to be a millionaire. They go, if I could buy 1 million of these coins and when it hits, then I'll be a millionaire and I can go buy me a Lamborghini with US dollars. But, that's not here nor there.
That's true. And I think that's why it's so funny to me. Like, it's so interesting because it's like that saying on the court, like live by the 3, die by the 3. meaning like that scarcity or that quick grab is the same thing of like everybody playing chicken. Like, well, is it about to drop? Like, let me. All right, I'm out. I made enough. I'm done. So if everybody starts pulling out like that, then it's gonna kill that stock. So it's interesting.
Yep. It is. And so I guess we should speak to like what essentially happened on SNL. So primarily there was a sketch, and in the sketch, that little terrible news sketch that they do when they're in the newsroom, and I guess Elon Musk was playing like a financial advisor or whatever, and they're talking about it and say, and you can invest in Dogecoin. What is Dogecoin? It's the new currency that's going to take over all the currencies or something like that. It's like, what's Dogecoin? It's awesome something decentralized, whatever. There's Dogecoin. But what is it? It's like, it's a hustle. And I think that is what the articles locked on. Elon Musk calls Dogecoin a hustle. Prices dropped down to 41 cents. And it's like, well, no, the prices dropped. Really, the coin plummeted when his mom, for some reason his mom was on SNL, when his mom mentioned Dogecoin. As soon as his mom mentioned Dogecoin, some big whale said, I'm out. And he just sold all his coins. So I think the cautionary tale for everything is that, like me, I'm holding on to mine in the hopes that, there's going to be these guys that just got a surge of new money will somehow figure out a way to like stabilize their shit, right? They'll find a way to do it. Right? That's the only reason why I'm leaving my little $20 that's turned into, $300 into it. But I think for all of you who are putting thousands of dollars into this thing, I think what should be said is this. What you should understand is that one person, one whale sold all of his Dogecoin. That thing dropped 20 points.
Yeah, but it's back up
instantly.
Now.
Yeah, it's back up like
50. It's back up 10 points.
I mean, like now you can ride another way, ride the second wave.
Oh yeah,
and I think that's what they're kind of like proving though. Yeah. But I mean, that's what they're proving though, like is they're overthrowing the whales. So like, yeah, he pulled out, but it came right back the same day. So
yeah,
it's not
apparently. This is funny. That's why I always keep my phone out when we do these things because these things always pop up. Apparently, according to Market Watch, Elon Musk SpaceX to send Dogecoin funded satellite to the moon. I didn't read this article. I'm gonna read this and see what this is. But yeah, to the moon.
Hey.
To the moon.
I'm ready.
And that's like, I think that's my number one thing is like everyone just is betting off that, and it just doesn't work that way. Like,
what doesn't work that way?
Like everyone's like, I'm gonna get rich and put all my money into a cryptocurrency, so that's how I'm gonna get rich. And it's like maybe one or two people, but it's like I look at it like the lotto too. You know what I mean? Like the people that play lotto every day, and you got some that go, hey, I got $3,000. But you go, but you spend $10 a day. You spend $10 a day and you win one time out of like 6 months. Like you just made your money back.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
No, I hear you, Chris. But what's happening, in my opinion, is that we're in uncharted water. And everyone, even the financial gurus, are trying to make sense of it. Because as we're looking at this,
to make sense of it, because I've already made sense of it. I don't bet on shit. I have enough money to jump in when things are going great, and I can jump right back out and make my couple dollars, and I'm out. I don't have to.
So
bet.
I mean,
so it's like if they have more money than me, so they do the exact same thing. They jump in when it's good, they jump back out. They hit their wins, and they go, we're out of here.
Yeah, but the thing about it is this: I understand that so what you're doing is that you're just riding the wave, but the wave still doesn't make sense in classic financial mentality.
Because it's a lot. The reason it doesn't make sense is because of apps like Robinhood and Webull and all these apps that give anyone the ability to trade now, right? So when people have all this access money that you're getting from, good old $1,400, you're like, oh, I have my job and I don't need this to live, but I'm gonna go invest it. And now we have a bunch of people just investing money. So we're like, okay, well, this is weird. So yeah, it's a weird wave of just nonsense going on, but it's easy to ride those waves too. You don't have to guess at it. There's just never guessing. And then most people have algorithms too. So these algorithms pick a lot of the shit up too.
That's I don't
When
know.
it comes down to cryptos, I think when it comes down to
But
actual like
Most people are
stocks.
investing in
stocks, maybe.
crypto right now.
Yeah.
Most people, I'm sure a lot of investors are investing in crypto, but not the same way as we are investing in crypto. Like we're trying to find the smallest one and go, hopefully this shoots up to the moon. And we're waiting. And we're like, please let this hit $1. Like everyone's, please, guys. If you don't do nothing else, let this hit the moon.
I think that's minimizing. I think that's minimizing slightly, but okay. I hear you. I mean, that's what's happening. So I'll let you have that. I just feel like this is bigger than what you're making out. Like you said, Tim, the whole basis of this is based upon the decentralization of, of these financial institutions and creating a more centralized, a decentralized way of exchanging money. So when you're looking at it, that in itself is a major disruption. And you got these companies who are trying to figure out, like everyone, I think, is trying to figure out how digital currency, because I think everyone knows that digital currency is going to be the future. Rather it's a regulated digital currency by the government, rather it is these little pods of individuals who are trading back and forth, whatever the case may be, everyone knows, has adjusted and come to the conclusion that digital currency is the future. So when you come to this, everyone is looking and trying to figure out ways to try to see what it is. And I think there is a class of crypto trader that is doing more than just shooting memes on Reddit boards and going to the moon. There's people who are actually doing research and going, okay, what is this company trying to do? What is this company trying to do? And are betting on like, okay, I think this company might actually be able to do this. Dogecoin is obviously a pump and dump. It is a pump and dump. The reason why I've left my money in Dogecoin because I feel like I looked at what happened with GameStop and I was like, well, that was essentially a shit company that was about to be gone. But that influx of money that they received from to the moon, they were able to take that money and reinvest into the company and create some sustainable value. That company is still trading at $100. Why? When's the last time anyone's been in a GameStop? Games are basically traded on your fucking system. It's actually cumbersome to actually have CDs, but they've been able to take that initial income that they received off the shenanigans and reinvest. And I'm thinking and I think some people think that maybe that's what might happen with one of these to the moon coins. So I mean, there are definitely those who are being hustled by memes, who are just involved in it. It's fun sending those memes to people. I love sending rockets and screenshots to my homeboys. I will never post it on my social media. You guys are nuts. Whoever you guys are posting screenshots of your Robinhood portfolio on your Facebook, like you're nuts. But I love sending it to you guys and saying silly shit like to the moon and all this other stuff because it's fun. But obviously, I'm playing with like $20. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm playing with small potatoes. But I don't know. That's just my thought